The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Welcome back to the David Pakman Show. A couple days left on our Netroots Nation membership special, davidpakman.com/netroots. You'll get the commercial-free podcast, audio, and video of the bonus show, and the archive of shows dating all the way back to August of 2005. Seems like a long time away ago now, Lewis, doesn't it?
Ages ago.
There you go. Gwyneth Paltrow tweeted this infamous tweet where she used the N-word, saying, "N-words in Paris for real." Apparently talking about Jay-Z. I don't even understand what the tweet was about, but apparently it was referring to Jay-Z.
I think he had some big show in Paris.
That would be the case. So now a couple of people, including rapper Nas, have come out, and Nas said, I would slap the S out of somebody for Gwyneth Paltrow, according to what he told to CBS. She's the homie, she's cool, Gwyneth gets a pass, real people get a pass, we know what this S is, we don't interrupt Italians when they say WAP to each other, they gonna punch you in the mouth if you interrupt that, don't interrupt us, we pick and choose. Okay, now before we comment, Lewis, Russell Simmons also has come out and said, he wrote an editorial a few days ago where he said, I have to throw my hand up and stand up for Gwyneth. I know her intentions were not to be offensive. She was just proud of her friend Jay-Z. My words are in defense of her, okay? This feels a little bit too arbitrary for me, Lewis. This idea that, first, the idea was black people can use the N-word. And the idea was that you can actually diffuse the power of the word by taking control of it and using it yourself. Okay, maybe that's the case, all right? But then to say that not only that, but black people also get to choose which non-black people can use the word and when, I'm starting to think that the influence here is just negative of the word being used, period, because it's becoming a little bit arbitrary to me.
Yeah.
And also, who chooses which black people can choose when using the N-word is okay if you aren't
You're
black?
never going to have...
consensus.
Yeah. I think better just to avoid the word in general.
What do you think, Natan, about this?
Well, I think that the idea that black people can use the word and they choose when other people use it, this idea that somehow by them using it, I think that they may be making themselves more able to cope, I guess, with other people insulting them with that if they're using it themselves.
Sure.
But that has nothing to do with whether... white people don't use it amongst themselves, or if they do, they'll never do it in front of a black person unless they have the so-called permission to use it.
Or
like
the sense that it's okay, or the sense that...
It's not even really that you're given permission to use it. It's that if you do use it, then comes the determination whether or not it was meant to be offensive.
Right, and then of course that's completely subjective.
Right.
I think it would be better for all involved if the word wasn't used. I really do.
It seems like the only reason why they're allowing her to use this word is because they like her for whatever reason.
Personally, they don't have a problem with Gwyneth Paltrow.
And unfortunately, that's a pretty bad barometer for anyone else who they happen not to like should be able to use the word.
Who also may not be using it offensively.
Slippery slope.
Absolutely.